The world first heard the news on a quiet Thursday morning. 5 American nurses, Emily, Jordan, Lisa, Mariah, and Beth, were traveling to West Africa for a medical outreach. They were trained, experienced, and excited. They had spent months preparing, learning the culture, packing supplies, and raising funds. Their families said they had never seen them so determined. Their flight from New York to Lagos was smooth until the plane crossed over the Atlantic Ocean. Somewhere above the dark waters, something strange happened. Passengers seated near the nurses told investigators the same thing. They all stood up at the exact same time. No one spoke to them. No one called their names. But all 5 unbuckled their seatbelts, rose quietly, and walked toward the back of the aircraft. At first, people assumed maybe someone needed medical help. After all, they were nurses. But they did not return. When a flight attendant went to check, she found the back of the plane empty. No one had seen the nurses pass by again. They were simply gone. When the plane landed in Lagos, their seats were still upright. Their bags were still overhead. Their passports and documents were untouched, but the nurses had vanished mid-flight. A joint investigation began. Nigerian authorities and American investigators checked everything. The ocean routes, the emergency exits, the cabin footage. For the first time in aviation history, the security cameras at the back of the plane showed static, a snowy glitch, during the exact 5 minutes the nurses disappeared. Before and after that period, everything looked normal. Stranger still, investigators recovered audio from the plane's cockpit. At the exact moment of the disappearance, the co-pilot whispered, "Captain, do you hear that singing?" A soft chorus, like distant humming, appeared faintly in the recording. 5 distinct female voices. Experts said it was impossible. No doors opened, no alarms sounded, no turbulence, no way to leave a sealed aircraft in midair. Some passengers later admitted they had been hearing whispers, like someone calling their names. A few claimed they saw a shadowy figure move across the aisle long before the nurses stood up. 3 days later, the nurses' families received messages from the missing women's phones. Even though the devices never connected to any African network, the messages were short. Emily's read, "We made it." Lisa's said, "Not where you think." Mariah's message included a location pin in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, thousands of meters deep. Beth's phone sent a voice note. A shaky voice whispered, "Don't come looking." The final message came from Jordan's phone. It contained only one sentence. The call was never human. Until today, the case remains unsolved. No bodies, no debris, no calls for help, no answers. Only one chilling detail survived in the investigation report. Each nurse had separately told a family member that, days before the trip, they had been waking up at night after hearing the same strange dream voice, a woman, calling their names, telling them, "Come." No one knows where they went. No one knows who or what called them. The world only knows one thing. 5 American nurses boarded a plane to Africa, but something else was waiting for them in the sky.